Good to go? Okay, good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to the February 18th Planning Commission meeting. We'll have a call to order and move right in. We're going to have our Pledge of Allegiance by Rebecca Howell. If you would come forward and we all stand up and give honor to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Seeing we have a full panel, we'll move on. Are there any conflicts of interest?
No.
Okay. We need a motion, a second, and an approval for the minutes of the January 21st commission meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve item 3.4.
I'll second.
Heather makes the motion, and I'm sorry I didn't catch who did the second. Forrest did the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, let's move down to the administrative items. Item 4.1, review and consider approval of residential plat amendments within Hidden Oak subdivision. And Mike, you have this one?
Yes, and with the chair's permission, I'm going to remain seated due to a recent knee surgery. And so Mitch, if you'll advance these PowerPoint images. So this is on for a public hearing. Although this is an unusual formality, an unusual situation, and I'll kind of go through what is happening here. This is what we call Hidden Oaks pods 17 and 18. I always think it's interesting to realize that a pod is just an acronym for phase of development. This is a development that we are well familiar with as a city. Was approved by the city council in early 2018. And Ivory and Perry Homes are both development partners within this project. Next slide. This is just the vicinity map within the city where this project is located. It is a larger master development agreement within the city. Next slide. And just looking a little bit closer, this was the map that was shown on the public hearing notice outlining both these two pods, pod 17 and 18. You can see it crosses Harriman Main Street, part of it. Pod 17 is on the north side, pod 18 is on the south side. Next slide. So here's the background on this project. The Planning Commission had approved preliminary plats for these pods back in June 2022. That approval letter was attached in your packet for reference. The master developer, which is Ivory Homes, after they acquired the rest of the property in this project, appeared before the city council and petitioned the council for an amendment to the Hidden Oaks Master Development Agreement. And Brad Mackey from Ivory can discuss that in more detail if the commission has any questions or anything maybe that the members of the audience might want additional information on. So that amendment was approved. Ivory Homes then made adjustments to those preliminary plans that were previously approved by the Planning Commission, met with our engineering department. Engineering approved those plans, and then they proceeded to construct those plans. Again, all with city engineering approval, complying with the terms of the MDA and our city standards. And I just put down, Brad, as an estimate. Essentially, Ivory is now completed with those construction plans, and in order to start selling lots within these phases, they now need to record the final plat. Unfortunately, with all of these changes and the timeline of doing development, that planning commission preliminary approval had expired, and there wasn't an extension requested, which really is a formality. And I don't think I ever recall the city ever denying a request for an extension, but that just didn't occur. Now, in discussing what to do about this situation, subdivision's built with city review and approval, but the planning commission approval had expired. Commission is obligated by city code to sign the plat, and so it was my recommendation that we simply have the applicant reappear before the planning commission and renew essentially your prior approval. Now, there have been a few minor changes to the pods, again, based on what was approved by the city council in the MDA. So as we do require a public hearing for preliminary plats in the city, we did send out that notice. I did receive one public comment over the phone, and it is from Mr. and Mrs. Doxey, who own property adjacent to this development. And I'll show you in this the next slide, Mitch. They had negotiated an agreement with Ivory to secure a private easement through lot 1719 here in pod 17 phase 1 for a sewer line easement. I was told that it's along the east property line of 1719, and I apologize, this is the exhibit that went out in your packet, but the city does currently have we have it right now here in City Hall, the final plat with the easement. It's a 10-foot wide easement in favor of the Doxies that runs north and south. I've been told by Ivory that the sewer line stub has been brought to the property line. There's no pipe or anything in that easement currently. That'll be the responsibility of the private party to construct that, but they have facilitated that could be an outfall for sewer if and when the Doxies ever choose to pursue additional development where they would need a sewer outfall. So that was the one comment that I had received. I had contacted Ivory and just verified that that was still their intent. And again, we verified that that is on the final Mylar that the city is holding pending the Planning Commission review. The next slide is just pod 18. Again, this was placed in your packet. And then the next slide is our recommendations. These recommendations are the same that were published in the report, except for number 3. This is kind of belt and suspenders. Again, this has been verified by the applicant, and we verified again on the Mylar. But just to put it on the record that as a condition of approval, that the final plat includes a 10-foot wide private easement along the east property line of lot 1719 in pod 17 phase 1 for that future sewer connection.
Thank you, Michael. Is the applicant here? And could you come forward, please? Just state your name and who you're representing.
Brad Mackey with Ivory Development. Glad to be here, kind of. This is a weird one because we went through so many hearings and meetings and everything along the way, and I guess this was just missed along the way. So unfortunate, but it's built and it's good. And Adam was asking me earlier if we were doing any half-acre lots, and I forgot both of these phases have half-acre lots. So pod 18 is all half-acre lots. It's probably the coolest piece of property that we have in the south end of the valley, I think. It's pretty cool. If you drive up there, the views are unbelievable. And then pod 17 also has some half-acre lots as well, and the views down that little valley are unbelievable. So it's a great project, beautiful piece of land, and we're excited to start selling. So if there's any questions you have of me, I'm glad to answer them.
I don't have any.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay, this is a public hearing, open for public hearing. I'll read a statement describing the public hearings. The purpose of the public comment policy is to allow citizens to address items on the agenda. Citizens requesting to address the commission will be asked to complete a written comment form and present it to the deputy city recorder. In general, the chair will allow an individual 3 minutes to address the commission. A spokesperson recognized as representing a group in attendance may be allowed up to 5 minutes. This policy applies to all public hearings. So public hearing is now open. Are there any online? Okay, well, seeing none, hearing none,
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
okay, motion by Adam, second by Preston. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing is closed. All right, let's open it up for discussion between the commission members, so, or for a motion.
And there's nothing different than what we already approved earlier.
I think this is a easy one, but,
Just for clarification, there are a few changes. You may recall that there was originally in the MDA a plan to do some senior-style homes that would be, I think it was single level on, without basements, right? And anyway, but again, this was a change.
They were pad lots.
Yeah.
And now they're just large lots. And we are actually down 7 units, I think.
I remember them changing.
Yep, me too.
okay. All right,
I'm ready to make a motion.
let's get a motion going.
I move to approve item 4.1 with staff's 3 recommendations.
I'll second.
Motion by Adam, second by Brody. Brody,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes.
Adam,
Yes.
Preston,
Yes.
Forrest.
Yes.
Seeing everyone voted in the affirmative, the motion passes. The next item, chair and commission comments.
I don't have any.
Thank you for following procedure.
Hearing no comments, future meetings. The next meeting is scheduled, next city council meeting scheduled for February 25th, 2026. The next planning commission meeting, March 4, 2026. Move to dismiss.
Motion to dismiss or to end the meeting?
Second.
I don't think it's dismiss. What is it?
To adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, that's what it
Didn't
is.
flip the page to read it.
That's what it is.
Motion to adjourn made by Preston, second by
Me, Adam.
Adam.
And all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're dismissed.
I'm like, that's not the right word.